Hello, everyone, and welcome to FranTastic InSights. I absolutely love the time that we get to share information with you from some of the most innovative entrepreneurs and brands like the one that we have with us today. So, my name is Joan Winchester. I'm the Senior Vice President of Franchise Expansion for FranServe. And for those of you that don't know FranServe, it's the world's largest franchise consulting organizations. We actually are the most exciting company on the planet, I think, because we get to help change people's lives through franchise ownership. So if you're wondering how we do it, well, it's pretty easy when you work with incredible franchisors, entrepreneurs, and franchise consultants who actually help their candidates explore great opportunities like the one we have with us today. I'm very excited to have what is often referred to as a hot emerging brand in a very popular food space called Atomic Wings. We are so fortunate because we have Michael Domico with us, and Michael is the Vice President of Development for Atomic Wings. So, hey, Michael, welcome to FranTastic InSights.
Joan, thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Thanks for being with us. So, I know you have a tremendous background, and it's going to be hard to contain this next question in terms of our time frame today. But can you share with our audience a little bit about your background and about the story behind Atomic Wings?
Glad to do that. I've literally been in the restaurant industry since I was 14 years old. So I hit the 50-year mark last February. I was an
Congratulations.
area representative for a brand over the last 13 years. That brand got sold. I went to my wife and I said, "Hey, I might retire." And she laughed because she knows that I'm just too passionate about what I do. And I hope that I'll never retire. I hope that when I'm 90, I can still do what I do. I won't be doing it 40 hours a week, but I love what I do. So I looked for another brand. At that point in time, that was about 3 years ago, I found Atomic Wings. And I met the CEO, Zach Omar. He had bought the brand in 2016 from the original founder who founded it 35 years ago. The bartender in the first bar in Buffalo, New York, that served a buffalo wing, decided to move to New York, buy the recipes, open up what he called Atomic Wings. He had a couple of his friends doing some business with him in New York City. Didn't really do much with it. Zach bought him out, turned it into a franchising company, and I came on board about 3 years ago. Another partner, Mike Harmon, who's our VP of Ops, came on board a year before I did. So over the last 3, 4 years, we've really turned it into a franchising concept. We've grown from 8 locations to 25. And next year, we're projected to build another 25 locations. And those are all signed agreements. The first one will be opening in late January, early February for next year. And that'll be down in our Houston market. So we anticipate growing from 25 currently to 50 by the end of next year. And Zach, our CEO, is a little bit conservative on the numbers. He says, "Mike, just tell people 40." Realistically, I think we'll be at 50 restaurants by the end of next year. And I'm an optimist, but I'm also a realist. So, one last thing. We do have between Zach, Mike, and I, the three partners, 100 years of restaurant experience. And 100 years of experience can be a really good thing or it can be a bad thing if it's the wrong experience. We've all owned and operated restaurants. We've all worked for franchisees and we've all worked for franchisors. So we can see the business from all sides, which I believe is great experience.
So, Mike, what are the key differentiators with Atomic Wings? I mean, with your background, you've worked with other brands. Like, what makes it really unique?
Really twofold. And these are our two core values. First and foremost, we work hard every day to support and serve our franchisees. And we do that two ways. We say that we are a franchisor led by franchisees, and we are. Uh, Mike, our VP of Ops, owns Atomic Wings in Greenfield, Indiana, and I'm a partner in Atomic Wings in Fairview Heights, Illinois, right across the river from St. Louis. And Zach has a test kitchen in Maryland. So we are all franchisees, even though we're the franchisors. So we pay the same franchise fees, the same royalties, marketing fees. Everything is the same for us. We don't get any discounts. So we understand fully what our franchisees are going through. It helps us to serve them better. We also have an area rep model where an area rep is an individual with restaurant experience, franchising experience. They own and operate 1 or 2 locations within a certain market. That market's typically one state, and then they serve the franchisees in that state. So they help us to bring in new people but also serve them along the way. So our franchisees, not only do they have my cell number, Zach and Mike's cell number, which is very rare when you get all three partners' cell phone numbers, and you can call us at any point, and we're on the phone quite a bit. But you also have somebody's cell number and a relationship with an individual who owns and operates in your market, who's experienced and can answer most of your questions. So we offer that key support, which I think goes a lot further than any support that I've seen in the past. And I've worked for some good franchisors, and I've seen some good things. And I think we are working to be the cream of the crop. The second core value is our food and maintaining the highest quality food. Our chicken is halal, antibiotic-free, hormone-free, fresh, never frozen. And I don't know any other companies out there that can say that. So the quality of our food is phenomenal. When people bite into it, you just see the smiles on their faces. In our industry, most of our businesses take out or delivery, but I love it when customers eat in the restaurant because I watch them. And almost every time they bite into the food, especially if they're a first-time customer, and that smile just comes to their face, and you can see the love for the food. Moms love us with the hormone-free and the antibiotic-free because we all know that the high-quality food that we give our children is critical. And for being a fried chicken place, our chicken is extremely high quality.
Great. Great points. Thanks for sharing. So, can you tell us a little bit about the qualities that you look for in a franchise owner? And then, how about veterans? Do you have any special incentives for veterans? So, those two questions for me.
We do. I'll start with the veterans first. We do a $5,000 discount per franchise fee for each veteran. And part of the reason why we do that is because Zach's brother Ray was in the military. And so to honor that, we do a $5,000 discount. As far as who we look for, we're looking for obviously self-motivated people. Anybody who's got that entrepreneurial spirit is going to be self-motivated. We're there to assist people. We tell people that you're in business for yourselves as a franchisee with us, just not by yourselves. And again, I've said earlier how often I'm on the phone all day, every day. I'm on the phone checking with people and seeing how people are doing, talking to franchisees, talking to area reps, talking to my two partners. But self-motivation for a successful entrepreneur has to be there. We want people of character first and foremost. If you're not a person of character, please go somewhere else. We'd love to have everybody working with us, but this is a long relationship. I tell people it's a minimum of a 10-year relationship. Franchise agreements, 10 years. There are options to make it longer, and we hope that it's longer. But I like working with really good quality people who care about other people. And so a personal character is a critical piece to that. As far as the financial aspect, I'm not sure if you really want me to get into what we look for from a minimum investment standpoint.
It's okay.
Okay,
We can defer that. Mhm.
excellent. We
But it
like
is a low
restaurants.
cost to entry, right? It
It
is
is
in
low
comparison
cost to
to
entry.
a restaurant,
Uh,
a full-blown restaurant with a bar. It's low cost to entry and simple too, isn't
Very
it?
simple.
Pretty simple.
Very simple. When I was looking again for another concept, one of the things I wanted was a need for few employees, low labor intense business. It's more and more difficult to hire good quality people. And if I could have found a concept that you can run lunch with two people on a Friday night, a busy Friday night, you can run dinner with 3 to 4 people and still do high volume. And that's what I was looking for. And that's what we have. We do love people with restaurant background, but it's not mandatory. Some of the most successful restaurant people I have worked with in the past had no previous restaurant experience before coming on board. And so it's not a necessity. Business ownership helps. There are transferable skills from a job or another business in a different industry to our industry. And with our level of experience, we're able to assist and bring that out.
So I know you talked a lot about the support. So training, what's involved with the training?
We have regional training restaurants, the area reps that we have throughout the country, and we have 15 of them at this point. We'll probably add 2 more next year. The training is done at those restaurants. and the training is a 10-day process. If a franchisee needs more, we're more than happy to do that. There's no additional cost for that. But we do the training at these locations throughout the country. We try to minimize travel for people. If people can drive to a restaurant and drive back home at night, that's great. Or if they can drive to a restaurant and stay in a hotel versus flying halfway across the country to get trained. We try to make it easy on the franchisees coming on board. Our area reps conduct the training, and they've all been trained on what to do and how to do it. Their general managers have also been trained, and they assist in the training. If Mike, Zach, or I can make it out to a market during somebody's training, we definitely make that a priority. We like to put a lot into our people up front. Um, Starting off on the right foot matters a lot. And again, 10 days, it can be done 10 days straight. It can be done 5 days a week for 2 different weeks. And in addition to that, we are there with our franchisees when they're training and opening their restaurant. Um, the franchisee owns the restaurant. They're the franchisee. The employees work for them, but we assist with the training. And then we hang out for a while and make sure that the kickoff goes well. Not only that, but ongoing support. Our area reps are in the restaurants on an as-needed basis. We have quarterly inspections that we do, and those inspections are geared towards three things when we work our restaurants. First and foremost, we protect the brand because that's protecting each and every one of our franchisees. But second and third are increasing sales and increasing profits. And when we're working with a franchisee, those are the three things we want. We want the brand protected, we want sales increased and profits increased.
So how about the timeline to open?
The timeline can be short or long depending on the site. Site selection is the one thing that takes, it varies the most. We look for second generation restaurants, and there are quite a few of them out there right now. Those don't take anywhere near as long and cost less. So we love second gen sites. We've opened our fastest in 4 weeks from signing of a lease to opening. It was a second gen restaurant in downtown Brooklyn that just opened a few months ago. And that's fantastic. Now, that's not the average. The average is closer to 6 to 9 months. Once we've found a site and approved the site, there's architecture, permitting, and general contractor bidding, and then the actual construction. The construction goes anywhere from 8 to 12 weeks.
So tell me, let's talk about geographical expansion for a minute. Can you talk about the areas and the markets that you're looking to grow in?
Our home base is New York City, and we're growing rapidly right now in New York City. New York City offers so many different opportunities. So the entire New York City area, all 5 boroughs. We're also growing heavily in New Jersey, Philly, and Virginia. So that East Coast presence is expanding rapidly. In addition to that, we're expanding throughout the entire Midwest. We have area reps in all the Midwestern states. I live in St. Louis, so I handle personally anybody in Missouri and a little bit of Kansas, a little bit of Illinois. We also have an area rep who's expanding rapidly down in Houston, Dallas, Austin, and San Antonio. And he's probably our fastest growing area rep at this point. And those are terrific markets. And then out west, we're growing in Phoenix and Vegas.
Exciting time to be part of Atomic Wings, that's for sure. So thank you, Michael. Like you at FranServe, we love franchising. I mean, we've actually trademarked our tagline, franchising is our superpower. I mean, what could be more rewarding, right, than helping change people's lives through franchise ownership? Many people think about it, but franchising actually makes that a reality for them. So we're super excited. Can you tell us just a little bit about the type of lifestyle of an Atomic Wings franchisee?
It varies so greatly. We have some franchisees who they actually own and operate the restaurant. They're in the restaurant 40, 50, 60 hours a week. And they are the GM and the owner. And then we've got other franchisees who own multiple businesses, and they have an operating partner or a manager with experience in the restaurant. And they're in the restaurant maybe 3 days a week, checking in, stopping in. Sometimes they'll work a lunch or a dinner shift, but they're really busy people with multiple businesses. They're more of the investor side of the business. So we have some in each category and throughout that range. So lifestyle really depends on what type of owner you are and where you're at in life. When I bought my first franchise, I worked in the restaurant all day, every day. I loved being there. I was building the business, and it was fantastic. Now I am a partner in one of the Atomic Wings restaurants here in the St. Louis market, and I'm not in the restaurant very often. I kind of miss it because I want to be there more. But I am the VP of development. So I work with all franchisees and area reps across the country talk to a lot of new people. So my time is spent doing that. Lifestyle, from a lifestyle standpoint, it's fantastic because I was just on a cruise recently and I was able to work from the cruise, checking emails, making a few phone calls here and there. I love to travel personally. And we were actually last night with dinner with some friends, and they loved it to cruise also. So we're planning something for late January, which is fantastic because we don't have any new store openings until February. So that'll work out great. I just talked to a franchisee, one of our area reps who also owns one of the restaurants, and we were talking about Christmas and what he's doing for the holidays. And he's going to Denver to visit some family. He's going to spend a few days there, and then he's going to, of all places, Rapid City, Iowa. No, Rapid City, South Dakota. And he's going there because his wife's family's from there. So cold weather climates. Personally, I'd rather go down to the Caribbean.
I don't disagree with you there. So, Mike, thanks for sharing your story and some of the valuable inside info on Atomic Wings. We really appreciate your time today. So, any last thoughts for us before we wrap up today?
One last comment, and this is probably why I do what I do. I've always said, and I had a boss years ago, 30 years ago, who told me this. He said, I want to be able to go home at the end of the night, look in the mirror, and feel good that I made a difference in people's lives. And I'll never forget when he said that. And it really changed my perspective quite a bit. So every day, I like to do that. The day that I look in the mirror and I didn't make a difference in people's lives, that might be the day I retire. Um, I don't think that day will ever come because I enjoy what I do too much.
Great. Thanks so much for being with us. Thanks for sharing your passion and so appreciate your partnership with Atomic Wings and FranServe. So thanks, Mike.
You bet.
Thanks
Thanks
for
for
being
having
with
me.
us.